What's up, everybody? Noah Kids back here for a brand new review for you guys today. Thank you to Gravitas Ventures for sending me over a screener link for my dad's Christmas date. As you guys know, anything Christmas, I'm interested in watching. I've watched 15 2020 Christmas movies already. So let's get into my dad's Christmas date, which releases this Friday, November 6th, in theaters and on demand. So if you can find a theater that is playing this, I believe it's playing in some AMCs and some other places as well. But it's also available on video on demand, and it's only going to be like $6.99, I believe, to rent it. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Here's my review. This is all about a father and daughter named David and Jules Evans. And they are your typical father and daughter. And David is played by Jeremy Piven. He's in He's in London with his 16-year-old daughter, and he lost his wife and her mother in a sad car accident 2 years ago. And Jules has never gotten over it, which you're not ever going to, but now he wants to be involved in her life, but she wants her own space. So she decides, maybe I can get my dad a girlfriend. So she signs him up for multiple dating sites and spend £300. She spent £300. Now, for Americans, that is what the UK currency is called, is pounds. So pounds or quids or something, one of those two is perfectly fine. But now we also get into the side plot, which I'm going to get into the side plot here in a minute. But everything just keeps going wrong, and this film tries to be a couple things that it's not. Let's get into what the movie is actually about. Yeah, it's about this daughter trying to get her father a date, a girlfriend on sites. Yes, but then they focus on this side plot with her boyfriend and how her father doesn't like her boyfriend. And then we get into them just fighting a lot because they're father and daughter. And some of the fights are really stupid. Yeah, that does happen, but you're not going to fight over trying to help out with sweeping up a broken piece of glass or something like that. You're not going to fight over that. The way we transition from each plot, from each subplot, we do it very sloppily. When we were getting into this movie, I was expecting a romance movie. I didn't know hardly anything about this movie besides the title, and it had Jeremy Piven and Jolie Richardson in it. Jolie Richardson is an actress who's been in multiple things, and Jeremy Piven hasn't been in a lot of things, but he seems like a really cool dude. He seems like a really nice guy. I wish I would have gotten the opportunity to interview him, but hey, that's fine. We're going to go with the positives first, because this is not a perfect movie. Hardly any movie is perfect. There's only a few that I consider perfect movies. This movie is labeled a comedy, but it's more of a dramedy. It has a lot more drama feels into it. It tries to get a lot more emotional, and it tries to go a bit lifetimey at some points. This film tries to add comedic moments in there, but they're not funny. And we only get a couple instances here and there, and then we get into what the movie is actually trying to be about, and that is the father and daughter relationship, where he wants to be involved in her life. She's still in school, and she has this new boyfriend who wants to just take it all the way and have sex with her, because he's a big womanizer. She's just his new plaything. It's sad, but that's true. That's what happens in this movie. Does the father get a girlfriend? You're gonna have to watch the movie and find out. I like how they do it, though. There's a mini spoiler there, but that's fine. There's not much to the movie. The acting is fine, but it's just a screenplay is very sloppily written, that they try and shove a couple side plots in there that don't need to be in there. If you could have focused on the dating aspect of the movie, which is what you're calling the movie, because you're trying to get people to watch your Christmas film. This is not a Christmas movie that people want to watch right now in 2020. I was expecting a romantic comedy or a romance film. I was not expecting a dramedy, which after I found out what it actually was, I was fine with. If it would have been better written, with a couple better writers, I think we could have gotten a lot better grasp on what this film should have been. This film is available this Friday. If you are interested in anything that I've said, if you find this film interesting, definitely check it out. But it's a film that's very frustrating, because I want to like this movie. I really want to like this movie. It's a Christmas film, and I do like this movie. But it's frustrating when there's so many side plots in there that it's just a little too crowded in here for the 86-minute runtime. Now, I like the acting in the movie, and I like a couple of the actors themselves. But once we get into the actual plots of the movie, then it just becomes very, very, very sloppy, and they forget about a couple. Sorry, they forget about a couple things in the movie. Her and her best friend have a fight in the movie, and that's not resolved. We just see them fight, and a couple other things happen. I'm not giving any spoilers, but we don't see them make up. We don't see what happens there. They do set up a romance in here, and I'm not going to say how, and I'm not going to say where, but how they did it was really, really nice. Is it one of his dates that she sets him up on? You're going to have to watch and find out. But here's the thing. When you actually sit to think about this, sit and think about this for a minute. No father is going to think that this is normal. No father is going to think, hey, my daughter wants to go to a museum, and this crazy woman comes up to me and knows my name, and I've never seen before in my life. So this is a nonsensical movie that is trying to be... It is marketing itself from this poster as a happy-go-lucky family-ish film. Which, by the way, this film is not family-friendly. This has language. This has some sexual material in it. The film does have an emotional punch to it as well. The way they bring the mother into it, and when you find out what Jules has been doing and who she's been calling from time to time, it's very touching, and it's very well done with the emotional aspect. But I wish we could have gotten a little bit better script and paid a little bit more attention to some of your side plots and solved some of the problems that were just left hanging. I'm going to give My Dad's Christmas Date a B-. It's still a good movie. Check it out. It's one that I'm going to recommend to you. It's available in theaters and on demand this Friday. Again, thank you to Gravitas Ventures for sending me over this review link, and I will see you guys next time.